There are times when I really wish I had a little voice in my head at the beginning of a recording that just hit me with a maybe we don't do this one. And today was definitely one of those days. I decided it would be a great idea to do a weapon swap challenge. They're fun, whilst also having a decent level of difficulty to them. But then, I did it on Mob of the Dead. Now this isn't me hating on Mob at all, but when you do a challenge that's difficult enough on its own, and then you add a pretty difficult-ish map, it's apparently a recipe for disaster. So, let's get into it. First run actually starts off great. We knife our way through rounds 1 and 2, with the latter also seeing the pistol get us some extra points. There also wasn't really any rules in place for this other than swap weapons every round, but for some reason I was hell-bent on only using the box. So yeah, there's that. End of round 3, I open up the warden's office in hopes the box would be there. Spoilers, it wasn't, meaning I just wasted a full round for nothing and I still had no gun. Luckily for me, however, that meant the box was in the cafeteria. I make my way over and get everything opened up via Afterlife, only to then realize I still need 1,000 points to open the cafeteria. So another round we go. It's now round 4, meaning things are getting a little spicy, especially since I don't have a gun yet. I get the dual points opened up, and now I'm basically just praying for a bit of luck, mainly being an insta-kill, which I don't get, but I did get a nuke, which not only saved my ass, but got the points to enter the cafeteria. Now I just needed money for the box. Round 5 on Mob, no gun, and basically relying on my knife and luck. I was sweating buckets. Knees were weak, the whole shebang was happening. Thankfully, I only needed to take out 3 zombies with my knife to get the points for the box. I take out the first 2 easily enough, but now the whole round has started to pour in. I train them together and throw down a grenade, only to then have the absolute living crap scared out of me as a zombie sneaks up behind me and hits me, which leads to me panicking and eventually taking my first down. Upon reviving, I make my way to the box and get it spun, and we pull the DSR as our first gun. And sure, I probably should have saved that first spin for the beginning of the next round, but I was beyond fed up with just using my knife, so I spun it anyway. Round 6's gun was another banger as I got the death machine. Now the death machine might be very powerful, but I now have a deep, burning hatred for this gun. Not only does it make you move at the pace of an OAP, you also reload the thing like one. Pair both of these things together, then throw a zombie in the mix, and it leads to one thing, me going down a second time. I revive, get the damn thing reloaded, and take out the remaining zombies. The FAL was up next as our round 7 gun. After the pain of the previous 2 rounds, I opted to make Jug my first perk purchase, so I made my way down to the docks, only to then notice that I probably didn't have the cheddar for it, so instead I got the power knocked out so I could grab our plane engine. Round 8 was next, and so was the Galil. This round I also wanted to make more headway with the plane, so I went down to the laundry room to get the clothes. We get the dry running, and then we get the panic flowing as all the zombies start piling their way into the dry room with me and take me down. Definitely not the smartest idea doing this without perks, but oh well. I'd taken out most of the zombies during the lockdown, so after reviving, I grabbed the clothes and took out the stragglers. The following round, the death machine was back, just in time for Brutus 2, of which it makes light work of him. But that'd be too easy because of course a second spawned, and my fate this time is a little different. Once again needing to reload whilst moving like I've just shit my pants, and I take a down, further cementing my hatred for this gun. Thankfully the death machine does its job for the remainder of the round, and now we have the dual wield 5.7 till round 10. Round 10 actually goes incredibly well, probably the best round of the game as I also caught myself speed and double tap. The next round however is something else. I get the RPG from the box and I'm thinking so be it. What's the worst that could happen? I'm making my way down to finally buy Jug. I'm in the spiral staircase and all the zombies decide to spawn, and having a rocket launcher in this situation isn't exactly ideal, and I take the down. I'm thinking it's fine, I'm close to Jug, I'll get it bought and everything will be groovy. Wrong. Just so wrong. A zombie blocks me, so I blast him with the RPG. It of course turns into a crawler. I jump over him and I'm like a good 6 feet away from him, but the little jerk off somehow manages to stretch through the space-time continuum and slap me in the ass, and I'm down again. I revive, but there's no hope for me and I'm dead. Obviously, round 11 kind of stinks, so I ran it back, and the second run was basically identical to the first. Not much is different this run other than getting a few other guns, being the LSAT and the MTOR. Oh, and the fact I hadn't downed yet. That was until round 9, the box only goes and gives me the RPG again, and it's almost a carbon copy of the last run. I'm at the bottom of the spiral thing, and Brutus spawns. I shoot him, and we then get cockblocked by some zombies. We revive, everything's good. I run down to the docks, where I then go down a further 2 more times because the RPG is useless. But final life, and I'm starting to get a hang of it. Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was dead by the end of the round, and I wasn't too happy about it. I am banning the rocket launcher. The rocket launcher can suck my ass. Oh my god, again. So yeah, rocket launcher banned, just to try and save some of my mental. Run number 3 is up, end of round 2 I had a little under 3,000 points, thanks to the double points in spawn. We got our first box spin at the end of the following round, and it was the MTOR. I know I got it before the round ends, but there was like 2 zombies left, so I just rolled it into the next round. Round 5 we actually got the ray gun, which was pretty nice, and this was also the beginning of a pretty good run. Finally. The next 2 rounds I started grinding together a nice chunk of points with the help of the PDW and the 5.7. I also got the Warden's Key, and I was beginning to work my way towards Pack-a-Punch. End of round 7 we had speed and double tap, and our round 8 gun was once again the ray gun. Talk about luck, huh? Well, that luck was soon to hit a brick wall as I take it down on the same round. I'm running down to Jug, and a zombie spawns in front of me, and I'm thinking, well, I have the ray gun. It's round 8, zombie will die in 1 hit, right? Yeah, wrong. A zombie is at point blank distance. I shoot him, knowing I'd take splash damage, but also thinking there's no way he survives. Anyway, yeah, he survived, and instead I was the one being put onto the ground. And it's quite funny how that works, huh? End of the round, I picked up Jug and then took out the final zombie whilst I was miles from the box, so I bought myself the Tommy gun from the wall, which almost immediately bit me in the ass, but luckily I survived. I picked myself up the plane part whilst I was down there, and by the end of the round I also reacquired speed and double tap. Round 10 the box gave me the finger and split, so I bought the MP5, and with double tap this thing blitzed the round. It was actually super satisfying. The same round I also got electric cherry and another plane part, meaning there was only 2 parts left as I'd already grabbed the engine the prior round. The Uzi was up for round 11, which I just bought from the wall as I had no idea where the box was, although I did end up walking right into it about 2 minutes later in the infirmary as I grabbed our 4th plane part. Round 12 the box gave me the RPG, which I then swapped out for the LSAT because, well, no. With the LSAT I went and got our final plane part from the laundry, which this time around was a breeze. I mean, with the LSAT, literally anything is. The next few rounds were spent grinding together points with the help from the FAL, the AK-47 and the PDW. I wanted more points as there was soon to come a time where I'd need to be pack-a-punching almost every round, and I thought it'd be good to have a nice fallback of points for when that time came. And you see, sometimes, I know what I'm doing. Round 16 saw the DSR measle its way back into my hands, which was fine, as I was to make it my first pack-a-punch of the video, let alone the game. That was until I missed the prompt to board the plane and subsequently got myself stuck on the roof with a sniper, and was both terrified of dying to zombies and accidentally jump scaring myself, I made my way through the round, until I downed. It's right near the end of the round, I get myself turned around and I'm a little confused and walk myself right into a corner with a sniper. I'm sure you can figure out what happened next. At the end of that round, I spun the box and out pops the death machine. You just knew it would right after I lose all of my perks. I regain cherry and make my way to speed, where I then get trapped in the engine room, where I then down. I revive and then go down again. I clear out as many zombies in Afterlife, but it does basically nothing. So I revive, and guess what? I then die again. At this point, I could physically feel my brain cells committing seppuku, and honestly, I didn't blame them. Especially considering I ran it back one more time. At this point, all I wanted to do was pack-a-punch. A high round was certainly off the cards, so pack-a-punch it was. And in round 3, after some pretty nice drops, I leave spawn with a little over 5 grand. It's a 50-50 as to where the box is, but I guess with the Warden's office, which was the right choice. First spin, and of course it's the RPG. I'm not taking it, but I didn't want to buy the Uzi as I wasn't exactly stacked on points anymore, so I hit the box again and got the DSR. Not the best, but it'll do. although 30 seconds later, I was wishing I'd taken the Uzi as I take it down. Round 6 now, and I make my way down to the docks to turn off the power to the engine room. I wanted to get Jug whilst I was down here too, but realised I didn't have the cash for both the perk and a new gun, so I settled with a new gun. That was the AK-47. The Russian daddy carried me through round 7, and I also got double tap and Jug along the way. Round 8, I picked up the Tommy gun and the fuel thing for the plane. We were making good progress, and things got better on round 10 as I got the Galil from the box and bought speed straight afterwards. On the same round, I also got the clothes, which once again was a breeze with a good setup. The next couple of rounds consisted of nothing but point grinding, which was made especially easy with the help from the Dually 5.7s and the LSAT. Round 13, the final plane part was acquired and it was finally built. At last I could pack a punch. But I didn't do it just yet. I wanted that cushion of points, so I spent the next few rounds getting even more of them, which was helpful furthermore on round 17 when I got the Mark II ray gun from the box. However, round 18 I wasn't so lucky with the box as I got the DSR once again. But Pack-a-Punch was calling, I get on the plane and off I went. Round 18, Pack-a-Punch was done and I finally had a small victory out of this mess. Also, can we talk about how good this camo looks on the DSR? God damn. The DSR clears out round 18 with ease, and it's soon time to head back and get our new gun, which only happens to be the Mark II ray gun. Gotta love it when the box is actually good to you. Round 20, the FAL was up, and I was going to pack a punch again here, but a few nice drops, including insta-kill, made the round easy enough. Round 21, I did head back to pack a punch, and this time with the LSAT. Whilst I was there, I also upgraded the starting pistol as I still had it, just for a little protection if I were to run out of ammo. Now I'm not gonna lie, at the end of this round, something devastating happens, and it honestly ruined me. There's one zombie left, so I get myself in the chair to head back to prison, and this happens. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my god, that's just like, oh my god. Plutonium crashed. I'm gonna go kill myself. So yeah, the game crashed and so did all of my hopes and dreams along with it. With that, I was done. Mental was drained and I was not doing that again. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.